Howie been busy today putting that calculator to work, yeah. Yo, that was going on. Listen. I like a lot. I basically like everything that he did. Is still one thing that you have to do in-house. Still one thing that you have to do. And we all know what that is. Sign CJGJ. ASAP. Find a way. Yo, that. A-G-L-E-S. Say fly equals fly.
Fly equals fly. Fly equals fly.
Yo, that man, you know what it is. You know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General Hero pulling for duty. Listen, if you have not done it, make sure you hit that sub button that's right now. There it go. Yes, and also, it is a bonus to let you know to put up all this flavor, man. Notification gang, yo that. Last but not least, please hit the like button for your boy. However this algorithm works, more people get to see me. More people get to see the merch, man. Guess the merch is in the description. And this video is brought to you by Betus. Excuse me, y'all. Shout out to Betus. Betus is a app that not only can you gamble, not only can you pick the pick of the days and all the good stuff that y'all like, but your first deposit will be 125% down to you. Meaning, if you put down $100, they will give you 125 on top of that. So you got $225 to play with, and you only put in the bean. Looks good to me. All you gotta do is hit the link that's in the description, and it will be pinned in the comments. All right. Fresh fact. I ain't really on a fresh fact today. I give you, man. I gotta give you. Fresh fact of the day is, man, listen. If you are down for somebody, be down with them. If you made a commitment to that person, make sure you stay with that commitment. Because here's the thing. It takes two to tango, but it also takes one person to mess up the dance. Meaning, if you are in a situation to where as though it could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be a co-worker, and y'all got a bond or whatever it is, you're working, whatever the case may be, and you break that bond, it's on you. And who knows what that bond have been, but you should have been a man or you should have been a woman in that situation and to be better. Howie Roseman, what are we doing here? I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. It is a person that's missing out of this situation in day 2 of free agency, but I'm gonna let it slide on this. I'm gonna let it slide. Cause you going to work, you being busy. Gatorade break. Shout out to you. Shout out to Howie Roseman. The Rashaad Penny thing. We're gonna go right to that. We're gonna talk about that. It's not enough though. Don't think that Rashaad Penny can replace Miles Sanders. No, not that work. Especially the work that he just gave you. Crazy work. He just gave crazy work. Over 1,000 yards. You know what I mean? I mean, this guy has not even sniffed 1,000 yards. Closest he got, he didn't even get to 800. Closest he got was 749. And one of the reasons is, it's not like he can't run, but one of the reasons is because he's always hurt. Always hurt. So we're going to take it down to 18. He played 14 games in 18. He played 10 games in 19. He played 3 games in 20. He played 6 games in 21 and just played 5 in 22. So when you look at the fact of the matter, man, this man has missed 2. That's 8. Then a whole season right here. So that's 8 and another 13, and 8, 22, another 10, 32, 33. This man missed like 30-something games. And they only been in the league 5 years. That's a lot. That's 2 years, more than 2 years worth of games that this man has missed. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to plague over here and he's going to be injured, whatever the case may be. I'm just saying this is not enough. And you signed Boston Scott, love Boston Scott, $2 million, took a home deal, whatever you want to call it. I love it. I love it. It's just not enough at the running back position. And I don't hope that Howie thinks that. But I think he's smarter than that. He understands that you can't really go into the situation with your 3 running backs being Rashaad Penny, Kenneth Gainwell, and Boston Scott. Unless they just got some crazy thing about Gainwell that they think he's the guy. I don't know about that. I don't know about him being an every down bet. But we got to go to Bradberry. We got to go to Bradberry. I thought that he was the second best secondary player that we had. I love what Darius Slay brought to the table. But I do think he was the second best secondary player that we had all year last year. Especially going down basically the last 6 games. I thought that he got into a mood. Now he got barbecue chicken some games. And I think in the Super Bowl he got barbecue chicken. But he still held it down, and it was deserving of the contract. I think it's $38 million, $20 million guaranteed. Howie's finding a way, and he's finding a way to get this money, and I do like it. And they still, who knows what's going to happen with Darius Slay. I don't think Darius Slay is going to be able to find a trade that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be good with. So even if you do have Darius Slay, now that you told him he can find a trade, the man is probably unhappy. So you gotta bring in a guy that you already had who can be your number one. Then you probably draft another corner, whatever the case may be. And you can still try to trade Darius Slay. To me, once you try to trade somebody or you tell them to go find a trade, it's hard for that man to come back to the locker room. It's hard for that man to come back and sit in the executive office. You basically told me you don't want me. So I don't know how that's going to work. But I do know what needs to work, Mr. Howie Roseman. You're still missing a piece of the puzzle. Where my guy CJ? Where's my guy CJ? Now, a lot of corners and a lot of this and a lot of that is coming off the board. You seen Gilmore, he go over there to Dallas. I'm not gonna lie, that is a good move for them. That is a heck of a move. I'm not gonna call the man washed. I know he's been on like 3 different teams in 2 years. I'm not gonna call him washed. You know what I mean? Maybe the teams that he was going to, they wasn't competitors, so they didn't want to pay the man the money that Dallas feel as though they're competitors, and this probably can put them at being a competitor. Not gonna lie to you. To me, that was a big move. But CJ Gardner-Johnson and you keep Bradberry, to me, is the bigger move. To me, is a way bigger move if you can find a way. Because it's not like CJ don't want to be here. GJ wants to be here. You have to find a way, Howie. I know in my videos, all my last videos, I've been talking about this because to me, this is the most important piece of your defense that you need. You need a guy like this that's going to be able to play multiple positions. You know Vontae Maddox sometimes gets hurt, so he can go in the slot. We know other guys get hurt. This guy can fly all over the field. And he's only 25. He's only 25. That means the man can get better. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I love everything that Howie is doing right now. You know what I mean? From signing the offensive lineman, from signing what's my guy name? The Giant Killer, Boston Scott. Love everything you're doing. But you still got that one piece. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. You already know. Stay fully, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.